Hello, this is Mama Pearl, Miss Pearl of Epicure, and I am here to share making dinner. I am making tacos tonight. So let's see what we're going to do first. Let's go over here. I know it's a mess right now. I am working on Ooey Gooey Queso. So this is a nice little cheese dip. We have some chip bag in the background and some limes and all kinds of goodies. So we're going to work with this first. Very simple instructions. We're going to take a microwavable bowl. I have a glass one over here. And we are going to whisk in this mix with 1.5 cups of milk. Move my other seasonings out of the way. All right, my whisk. I have not made this before. I've heard great things, that it is absolutely easy to make and delicious. And my daughter loves cheese dips. So I'm hoping that this will be every bit as wonderful as I hear. Just mixing in the powder part. I hope everyone is having a good evening. Hopefully I'll be able to grab this video and share it on YouTube as well. Apparently Facebook sometimes lets me and sometimes doesn't. All right, so we're all whisked in. All right, and we're going to microwave on uncovered on high for 5 minutes. So this is the liquid right now. I have cheese to add into it. All right, 5 minutes over here. Now we're going to go over to my skillet right here, and we're going to add in, I already have a little bit of oil here so it doesn't stick. Let's see, kind of swish the oil around a little bit. It's just a plain cast iron skillet here. All right, and that is brown chicken. I already have the ground chicken warming up over here. Oh, somebody's watching. Hello. So I'm just kind of separate the meat just a little bit with our Epicure ground meat separator. Very simplistic. It works great for making guacamole, separating up my meat, simple things like this. All right, we're going to let that just start to cook, and let's cut some tomatoes for the salsa. I have moved my knife over. Okay. So the salsa is actually really easy to make. It's only 1 cup of tomatoes. And I have these really lovely little tomatoes here. I like these small ones. A lot more than the big ones there. Over next to the tomatoes, you see some poblanos that are cut up. I'm going to be adding these in with the meat. Now on this side, we're making tacos. So this is poblanos being added to taco meat, which is the brown chicken. And I'm using the Epicure taco seasoning. I also have the Epicure taco seasoning in the jar. One has cornstarch and one does not. So if you have issues with cornstarch, I believe the packet is the one with cornstarch and the one that is in the jar does not. I would have to check online to make sure I was correct. So no taking me at my word right off the bat. And of course, you can always check my website where the nutrition information is posted in there. and that is at pearljohnson.epicure.com. Very simple. Another poblano. I've already had someone tell me they don't like watching me have to cut things, so I only had just the tomatoes left for cutting. Everything else was actually pre-cut and measured out. Trying to save some time for everyone. I am making the meat in this cast iron skillet instead of a silicone steamer, since I had a lady who doesn't like to use microwaves. So I thought I'd make the meat this way this time. Let's get those poblanos touching some of the heat as well. Now, of course, tacos can be made with ground beef, ground chicken, ground turkey, tofu, beans. You can make it with any protein that you desire. So whatever your food sensitivities are, you can certainly work around it with Epicure. All right, my tomatoes. Let's see, where is my salsa seasoning? I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon. As you can see, my 4-in-1 measuring spoon actually fits in the jar with no problem. I'm going to grab a full tablespoon here. So I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious, and it has a whole bunch of little pieces of the herbs and onion and everything. So we're going to put that on top, and then put away our seasoning. Grab our juicer. So we're going to put a squeeze of lime in here. Take off the lime sticker. The lime looks a little dry, so hopefully it'll give me enough juice. Now our 2-in-1 citrus press has a lime section and a lemon section. One's just a little bit bigger so that your citrus can fit in just right. Getting my workout here, giving this a squeeze. It is oh, there you go. There is some lime juice in this one. I was thinking it was a little dry. Now, lime is amazing in anything Mexican. Okay, so that one, this is complete, and let me stir it up. So you want to make this ahead of time so that the seasonings can kind of get married with the tomatoes and with the lime, get everything all mixed together. Josephine, I know that I gave you some of the a sample of the seasoning, so hopefully you're watching on how to get the salsa to sit and flavor up. So that is done. Salsa, all nice and flavored up, delicious. All right, I'm gonna move that aside. My microwave went off. Ooh, nice and hot. Let me grab a little hot pad here. Ooh, all right, let's go over here. Now, while we are going to be stirring that, I want to show you that I'm also making some rice. This one is in the steamer. I have the rice underneath with the liquid, and I put in some seasonings, just some of the Mexican seasonings to flavor the rice a little bit. I'm going to put that in there. 11 minutes. Time is different for every microwave, so 11 minutes is about right for mine. Let's go over here. Okay, so here's the queso. Give that a mix from melting everything in the microwave. And then we add in 1 cup of grated cheese. It's cheddar cheese. I wish I had the cameras just like stuck on my in front of me so you could watch things as it goes in. Alright, this smells good. So my picky eater is the one who's going to let me know if this is delicious or if it needs tweaking or if she can't stand it entirely. Luckily, most of Epicure she has actually liked, and many things we have tweaked for her taste. So if you have a picky eater in your house, whether it's yourself or a family member, there are ways to adjust the Epicure dishes. Remember, the Epicure is the seasoning and spices, and I have a list of allergen chart in case anyone is allergic to anything. So that looks awesome. So the Ooey Gooey finished. So that one is for a picky eater to enjoy. Next we are going to do guacamole. Let's see if I can do this without blocking your view. Let's see. There we go. And what do I do with my little spoon guy? There we go. This is actually a very nice little 3-in-1 spatula. It scrapes the sides. It has a little bit of a spoon shape. It's a little curved. So it is really good for taking the avocado out of the shell. So I have actually really liked, look at that. I mean, it is, I'm fastidious, so I get everything that's in there, but realistically, it actually did take everything out. Avocados. Now my picky eater will not eat the guacamole, but my husband and I enjoy it. Oh, let me go and check the meat. I hear it sizzling over here. Let's go over here. Get the meat a little chopping. My daughter doesn't like shells, so we have the rice as her what she eats her taco on. My husband may do a corn shell or a flour tortilla. And myself, I'm actually more of a bowl, and instead of lettuce, I do cabbage. I like the crunch, the flavor, and the extra nutrients that is in cabbage versus lettuce. So if you haven't tried cabbage, instead, I would really do that. It's actually a really great option. All right, let's take a look at the taco and what we need to do next. All right, let's open it for one thing with my Epicure scissors. And we are going to pour this in and cook it for 5 minutes, let's see, with a cup of water. Okay. And I'm actually going to add black beans as well. This actually has less sodium than the taco mixes you can buy at the grocery store. It actually is very, very tasty. I thought it was actually tastier than the different taco mixes that we have used from the grocery store. And I lost my train of thought. Grab my measuring cup. Grab some water from the refrigerator. Okay, so now we have this, the seasoning is in here, the meat is in here, and the little poblanos. And I'm going to go grab the can of beans. No matter how prepared I think I am, I always seem to have something I forget to do. So, alright. Let that sit there. What did I do with my can of beans? Beans. There we go. I like this can opener because I don't get any sharp edges on it. You know, that will cut my fingers or cut my spatula or anything like that. It gives me smooth sides. Come on. There we go. And give it a quick drain. Buy beans, you can buy organic, no sodium type of beans, so you don't have to add sodium in this. Just so you know, you have options. So who's ready for dinner? Are you coming over? I bet Sylvie would come over. I don't see her watching the video, but she will later. All right, let's go back over here. Now, how many of you have had Epicure meals before? Or is this your first time experiencing what Epicure has? Let me know in the chat. Curious, you know, minds want to know. Okay, turn up the heat. Let's go back to our avocados. All right. Sorry for that. My dog can hear everybody outside who is moving their car or just anything. All right, let's move this aside. So now we are going to season the guacamole with the guacamole seasoning. I don't think I showed you the seasoning I used for the salsa seasoning. This all comes in the Mexican kit, the food only or the full kit. Or you can buy them separately. So if you're like, I don't like tomatoes, I don't want this or that, you don't have to. Again, it fits right into the jar with my 401 measuring spoon. I am actually running low on my seasoning. So time for me to order. I wonder who I'll order from. Maybe that Pearl Johnson at epicure.com, right? All right, let's get this squeezed in. Now, all the juices I can get out of that. Let me see if there's any more juice in the other half of the lime. Oh, I got a couple. Yay! Now, for those of you who say cooking is hard, I doubt if you've seen me do anything that looks difficult. Well, beating up the meat over here behind us. The rice is cooking away, that's why you hear the microwave. And I'm going to use my 3-in-1 spatula scoop to mix the avocado. Oh, I forgot I want to beat it up with my meat separator. So give me 1 second here. me give it a rinse. Now, if you were one of those people who really likes tableside guacamole, you will love this guacamole. It has a lot of flavor. I have always gotten tableside guacamole, which, you know, is around $10. And, you know, of course I love it. And then when I started making this, I just couldn't believe the flavor that is in here, because it is just so flavorful. I would much rather make this for myself than do tableside guacamole, where they decide on my flavor, and some people mix it with a lot of flavor and some mix it with very little. So I am only just beating up the avocados here so that they are nice and squishy and small. I'm just using the meat separator. It's the same one that I used over at the taco meat. That's why I rinsed it. I only have the one. Some days I'm like, maybe I should have 2 or 3. All right, take a look at that. Delicious. So we're gonna let the flavors get married on that. Let's mix up any seasoning that didn't get taken from the sides. And one of the reasons why you want to let the seasoning sit in the salsa, the guacamole, is because it is they're dry, and you want them to have a chance to reconstitute with the moisture that is in here. Sapphire, would you like to try the cheese dip? I'm going to bring it to you. It's hot, but I'd like to hear that you love it, I hope.
Got the new ones?
New bag.
That way I don't have lime flavored chips on top of it.
Okay, here's the new bag. Okay, we will let her do her taste testing over there. Remember, she's a picky eater, so if she doesn't like it, it's not totally a surprise. Okay, I was just rinsing my meat separator so I can go back to the chicken meat. And you can follow me. Does it have unexpected tastes in there? No. It needs salt. Oh, well, that's right. Everything is low sodium.
Yeah.
Here, this is a good salt shaker.
Yeah.
And if we need to microwave it so you can mix it.
Tester nearby?
You can. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch of taco meat with the poblanos and the beans. Let's see. Can you see that? Looks yummy. It smells even better. All right. Let me check our rice. I heard it beep.
There we go. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yeah.
Is it very cheesy?
Yep. Very creamy.
I only put the 1 cup of cheese, so I can always put more if it needs it. All right, let's check the rice over here. Oh, the rice looks really good. We get another scooper here. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. I seasoned the rice with a little bit of the taco seasoning type of stuff that I have here. so that it has a little bit of flavor in here. And I did not use the regular top. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. And let me stir it so you can see the consistency of the rice. It's actually very fluffy. Fluffing. I did not add any salt to it, but a lot of these dishes, because they're low sodium or no sodium, you do need to add salt. So you need to kind of figure that out for your own taste buds. All right, the rice is fluffy. This is for the daughter who wants rice. She has the cheese. We have the taco meat. We have our salsa. And my guacamole. Let me plate it up into a bowl for myself. Grab a bowl. And I'm going to scoop, let's see. Nope, I'm going to go grab the cabbage. If I can find it, there we go. I like hot salsa, or sauce as well as my salsa. Cutting this open with my Epicure scissors. So this is just cabbage that is already pre-cut. I did have some regular cabbage to cut myself, but it turned into corned beef and cabbage this week. Okay, so I don't want to scoop with this. And I'm just going to put some meat on there, and guacamole, and some tomatoes. Let me go grab some shredded cheese. A little bit of cheese, make it pretty. And I could add some rice in there if I want to. Let's see if I have a little space for the rice. And how does that look? So it's a taco bowl, because I don't do the flour tortilla or the corn tortillas. But there you go. Ta-da! All right, you can easily make this for yourself in under 20 minutes. It probably took me a little longer because I'm chit-chatting with you and I am doing all kinds of other things, right? So it is actually a very easy meal to get on the table. It is healthier than the grocery store seasoning packs that you can get that we all buy that are out there. Less sodium, more flavor, and healthy for you. Gluten-free, non-GMO. Everything is non-GMO from Epicure, and it's prepared in a gluten-free and nut-free facility, so you don't have to worry about cross-contamination with gluten or with the peanuts. The only nut in Epicure is actually coconut. We sell in Canada as well as the USA. So join me if you want to order. It's at pearljohnson.epicure.com. You can join me on Facebook. I have my page, Miss Pearl's Bistro. I have my Facebook group for Epicure, which is Cooking with Mama Pearl. And I hope to see you again. All right, bye. Have a great day.